Well, hello guys. Hello. I'm back for the third and final session for today. Oh, it seems like I've been reading all bloody day today. But anyway, I've still loved every moment, and I hope you have as well. So yeah, welcome back to the third live reading show. Oh dear. Oh, we've got some in already. So Diane C. Good evening, BFP. Hope you are well. Thank you. I am. I'll be looking forward to having my tea. Can you pick a card for me for the next 6 months? Are there any major changes happening? Thank you. Have we got any major changes coming up for Diane C in 6 months? Well, I kind of get this is positive. So where people are making things up and have so many choices that that they don't actually end up making a choice, you've got it where you need to. So what they're saying is you need to set a goal and then follow that path because that path will be successful. But you've got to kind of work out what it is you want, set the goal you want, okay, set that intention, and then see it through. We've got a ring on there, haven't we? I might have to turn it off, but anyway, yeah, it's getting on my nerves already. There you go. Let's have a look. Let's just adjust. Yeah. Could that be any better? Oh, that's it. That's much better, actually. Yeah, so just set your goal. It's like you're aligning yourself. You align yourself. So that's good, really, because it means when you set your mind to this thing or whatever you want, you'll be aligned to it. So it's meant to be kind of okay. So you won't have the problems that people have with this when there's just so many options and we end up not getting very far. EK, hi BFP, hope you are well. My father in law died 4 weeks ago. Has he any message for me? Oh dear. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so does the father in law have anything to say to EK? Oh, you won't believe this. Oh, it's so lovely. I knew when I picked it up it was going to be nice. He's very fond of you. That's what he wants to say. He's very fond of you. Okay. So yeah. Isn't that lovely? The Knight of Cups messages of uh, love and understanding. Okay. So yeah. He wants you to know. He thinks very highly of you. So whatever you did for him, especially towards the end, or how you've been anyway throughout your relationship with him, he's always felt that good towards you. You did well. You did well, girl. I don't think he showed his emotions that much. When it comes to declaring things for other people. So I would take that as a major compliment. Diane say, hi, can you pick a card for my 22-year-old daughter and my 21-year-old daughter for the next 3 months? What does the universe want them to know? Daughter who's 22. Right, so I kind of feel like she won't be happy about something. So I don't want her to beat herself up, okay, if something doesn't go right. But I kind of get like, whereas the opposite is just what I've had with somebody else, which is the Knight of Cups. I think they feel have strong feelings and fond of. This is somebody who's not. So I think there's going to be a little tit-a-tit with a friend of hers. Okay, and I would say don't let it get you down. For some reason, this friend might be special, or they've spent some time together and whatnot. And so to not have them around for a bit is it would be a struggle for her normally, but at least she'll be forewarned. So she may as well change her mind about something she thinks she likes and she doesn't like anymore. But at that age, if she decides she doesn't like something anymore, let her go with it. Don't try and keep her on a path she's not happy with. Let her make her own decisions. Daughter 21. Now this one's, I feel like she's got her head together. Yeah, she has, isn't she? I don't know whether she's moving back home or closer to home, but I see a very coming back, wanting to come back all the time. So I get that, but I also feel about looking at her own place and sort of like enjoying, maybe moving into something. This could be regarding education, maybe. But I kind of feel like she'll be decorating something. You'll be buying a set like of cups or plates or bedding. I feel stuff like that. So maybe if she does live at home and she's not going anywhere, maybe she'll like want to do her own room, But I don't feel that actually. I don't. I feel it's more a way. But she's always going to come back. Right, where was I? Right, so I've done that one. Elaine Butterworth. Hi, BFP. Love what you do. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. Just a thought. Hello, thank you for taking your time to share your wonderful gift. I'm wondering what is causing my current headaches. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go to our health cards. What's causing the headaches, please? Show me. Well, this is a right. See all them wine glasses there. That's what I'm seeing. Wine glasses. Actually, I think you're getting the wish card here. You're getting the yes, but I'm getting like a real good feeling. Okay, so I wouldn't have too much serious. I would though focus on what are you actually drinking. Get plenty of water down here. Drinking orange and substituting water. It doesn't actually, do well for us at all. So I would say drink, lots more water. But I do feel like you will feel better soon. I'm not even seeing stress or anything of the usual kind, okay? I just see a lot of wine glasses. And you're going to say, I don't drink. Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't drink. Yeah, you're not drinking enough. Okay, that can dehydration can make you feel like that. Can I just ask you to do yourself a little test every day when you go for a pee? Okay, so when you pass urine, a good pee is. Meaning you're hydrated is where it's lovely and clear practically, okay, or heading towards that. But when your urine is very dark or like orange, orangey brown even, okay, you need to drink more water. That's what it is, that's when it can one of the major causes. So I kind of get that. Isn't it funny? I don't drink. So yeah, I feel that is totally an issue here. So see how you go. But obviously, don't take my word for it. If you're worried at all, don't do the Google. Just go and seek medical advice. But obviously, take a look. When you go into the toilet every morning, what color is it? It needs to be really, really light. The lighter, the better. EK, thank you. My father-in-law was like a father to me. We took care of him. He was bedbound for 2 years. He lived with us. He was a lovely man. Thank you. Well, he loved you too. If kind of want to say like a daughter to him, and you was. Kathleen Awati. Hi BFP. Wondering if my mum has a message for me. She passed almost 3 years ago. Thank you for all you do for us. Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's not easy, is it, losing a parent, even when we're adults, and grown up ourselves. But luckily, we tend to have our families that keep us on the ground, the food still needs cooking and shopping and bills being paid and all like that. But let's have a look then, my lovely. Let's have a look. Do we have a message from Mummy to Kathleen, please? You won't believe this, she's coming back. She's coming back. Now, when I say that, okay, somebody's going to give birth. Somebody's going to give birth. So it's coming up. This isn't even a pregnancy announcement, I don't think. I think somebody's definitely going to give birth. So I feel she's like on her way back. So she must have been quite a special lady, actually, who has overcome a lot of things in her life because 3 years is quite a short time to come back. I mean, obviously we get there and want to be back straight away, some of us, most of us. So yeah, and I'm getting like something physical. I'm also getting like an opportunity, a message regarding finances, like I kind of been told in a nice way, like not a massive, but a slow, steady improvement in your finances. I get that she's physically healed, what about I don't know if there's a son here, whether it's your son or if it's her son as well, because he gets a mention. Why am I feeling like a puzzle? I feel like a puzzle. A key to the door. A key to the door as well. So somebody could be thinking of, buying a property or something, or, getting a new property because I'm seeing a key in the door. I feel this woman, has seen all that she should have seen in the last 3 years, I kind of feel like she's watched over you, but she's like, doing another journey. But I've told you before, all of you, my husband could have been my brother, my son, probably has been all of them, my mother at some point, that's the way it goes. That's the way it is. So it's no surprise to me to find out that she's hopping, she's the next soul into, it's a baby coming around the family. But guess what? It's not a girl. No, it's a boy. Okay, Kathy Wyoming, live chat was over for Canadian questions and I didn't have chance to thank you. Can I just ask if the tunnel will come back and why wasn't it for me? Okay, so I get you because I remember earlier. I don't know what happens with the live chat. I did finish at 6 o'clock, so I don't know if somebody's come back in and not been able to get on by then. Okay. So, was the tunnel for you, or was it, was the tunnel for you? Will it come back? We'll go for, will it come back? Will the tunnel come back? Right, so when I get the devil card, okay, what it says to me is shut up, stop asking the same question. So in a way, that's kind of what they're saying to you, but why, right, so I'm kind of getting somebody. Oh, right, okay. So the Queen had this. All right, I'll tell you now. The Queen had this, and basically, she didn't say about somebody being ill. She didn't say about her being ill, because she couldn't. Okay, she couldn't make it be seen weak or bad. Do you know what I mean? So it was like being your own worst enemy. So because I mentioned the Queen, it could be that something. Because you could say that's a tunnel, there. Okay, don't be worried that it's the devil card. It's the the weakest part of us. You know what? Sometimes things get shown to us when we're not healthy. We're not healthy. I'm not saying you're not healthy, and I don't mean that you could get COVID or out like that. I'm just saying when things around us aren't healthy, so that can create like a it can enable them to come through. Spirits often come through when things are bad. I've always said that, actually. I've said that. You don't want spirit coming around you. You don't. It means that, something isn't right, or, things are going wrong in your life. You're in a bit of a state, actually. So yes, I think it's just been shown so much. Was it meant for you? Well, there was definitely some energy there. Maybe you've attracted that. Will they come back? I'm kind of getting not in the way you would expect. Not in the way you would expect. And that's all I can say, really. It's just like I just feel like somebody doesn't want to look bad. So maybe they didn't want to look bad. I see things all the time, okay? I don't see figures and have a coffee and a sit down and a bit of cake. They're not smirking in front of me or having a pint. I see them out the corner of my eye all the time, but I just know who they are and I know they're there. And sometimes it's like dogs. Oh my God, there's always a dog. I must go through phases where dogs sit on the couch and I'm like, to the point. I mean, I've been talking to my husband in the same room because I felt that he was behind me. And in the end, he's been nowhere in sight. And I've carried on talking to him because, when you feel that certainty that somebody is there. So I can quite firmly believe that other people see other things as well. I can. Right. Oh, Tina Weena. Hi, everyone. Good to be back. Yes, where you been? Where you been? Tina Weena, can you see anything good for me and my sister coming up? For her ex is trying to get us evicted and we're very scared. Thanks, darling. Oh, bless you. I wonder if that was, I remember you had a couple of negative cards, didn't you? And I did feel awful. So I wonder if that situation has been rising and rising and building. So, what is the outcome for you and your sister? I kind of think that, I hate this. Tina, honestly, I can't wait for this shite to pass for you because I just feel like you're in there's a damaging situation and I need you to sort of like get out of it as well. And I'm not sure whether it's to do with an eviction, although, I do see a male there with his a knife in his hands, ready to throw something at you, which would be metaphorically speaking like a situation here. Look, if it looks like you're going to get evicted and it's possible, then do you know what? Pack up and move out. Even though it would be traumatic, you won't have this man in your life any more. It is an awful person. Do you know who he reminds me of? Harry. Harry. He's got that all over him. Dark, sneaky, devious, manipulative. The list goes on, doesn't it? But I do see that we need to get you out of this situation. So I would give up with him and walk away. I really would. I wouldn't give him the satisfaction, but I'm saying this because I just feel like, in the end, we have to go. That's what I'm feeling. So maybe start looking and take control and be prepared as well for things not to go your way. He's a very dangerous individual. I see this person as dangerous, dangerous because of the damage you can do, the effect on your lives it can have. It's like you don't have to sometimes physically assault somebody, to maim them. No, you do all these other things, like get them evicted or report them to benefits, cause them no end of problems. I mean, he's just a nasty, nasty person. Do you know what he needs to do? Find somebody else, because until he does, he's just going to be a nightmare for you. EK, BFP, has my mum in spirit any message for me? Has mum in spirit got any message? Yes, you're right. She has. I'm seeing the son. Okay, the son. So she might not be happy about something. I don't know if you have a brother, a son, but I just feel like she's not happy with what's gone on. Okay, so if I say that, it's not bad, okay? It's not a sword card. It's not anything, outrageous. But I just see that, this is something, had she been alive, she wouldn't have really approved of. And I don't know if we've been delayed for a trip somewhere, which should be warm, a warm place. I don't know if she's warning us, that this trip isn't going on, or it'll be delayed. I kind of feel like delays as well. Expect delays, she's saying. Expect delays. So you could be going away. Could be an airport. It could be a flight or anything. But I think once it happens, and you connect the two things from me to what happens. And what she's saying, I think you'll feel validated. But at the end of the day, your mum is here. No matter what, she's in spirit, obviously, but she's available. They all are. They're all available. Even, like, there'll be part of me in the universe. There's part of you in the universe, and there's part of us here. And I mean, our blood runs through our children's veins, so we're quite everywhere, actually. I guess that's the easiest way of putting it. But there's also the fact that, she might be not approve of where her son is concerned. Okay, just a thought. That is bang on. My doctor has said the same. Oh, bless you. Just a thought. Do you know what? You should all know, sometimes I remember things, and a lot of the time that it just goes, okay, it goes. Can't remember what I said. Do you ever do that when you get halfway through a sentence and you try and make something up, so you don't look daft? I do it all the time. Diane say, my cousin's husband died 2 years ago. God, you're doing, you're getting the run of me today, aren't you, Diane? Bless you. My cousin's husband died 2 years ago today. Oh, bless. Does he have a message for her and their children? Thank you. Okay. Does the husband have a message for Diane's cousin and their children? Oh, we got a yes. It's about the children. It's about somebody's getting invited somewhere. Somebody's getting invited. Okay, so she should go. She should go. There's one of the children is doing something, and I think it's lovely, and I think it's emotional. I think it could be to do with a relationship of such, or even a child. But I am seeing a young child here, so it's important to him that they know. She knows. That he can see as well. I don't know. Somebody's going off. One of them children are going off to travel. I think. So like they'll choose a work area where I just see travel on an airplane. So I'm not sure. It feels like more official to me. Like the army, the navy, and stuff like that, rather than been an air hostess, but you never know. Yeah, you never know. So yeah, I do. I see the Page of Cups. Love for the children as well. I think he would be saying you've brought them up well. These are kids that are well brought up. So she's done a great job. But there's an invitation. That's the main thing he wants to say to her. There's an invitation. You must go. Elaine Butterworth, will there be a welcome at the pearly gates for someone who's been alone and lonely all her life, even through a marriage and 3 kids? As I understand it, right, it's not like, so you don't see people, when you get there, okay, you don't see people, you're sort of like hit by this overwhelming sense of space. And then as you go closer and closer, for some reason you're not bothered, but you're aware that you haven't got a body. But you are part of something, so it's like you just join a massive light, which is everybody else as well, which probably makes sense because there's a lot that die at the same time, isn't there? If you think about it, all over the world, and not just people, animals and everything else, fish, whatever. So that would make sense to me why you are just a small speck of dust. But even when you go towards them and you join them, there is no such thing as feeling alone. Those feelings are not real. They're feelings that are on the earth, okay? They're not feelings that you have when you go over there. So, and then I think like you also like have to go through something, they call it processing, but it's like, I don't know, 100 million ants trying to get through a tiny bridge, but somehow, it flows through no problem. So you won't be alone. I think that's really awful to feel alone. I don't feel alone because, well, I've got the universe. Maybe you should try like God or spirituality. And that's when you believe in something, you have to believe it, and you obviously do because you're here with me now. And then you won't feel so alone because you will know in your heart, in your soul, that you're never alone. Actually, we're all part of each other. It doesn't make sense, I know, but we're all part of each other. So therefore, it's impossible for you to be alone. But I want you to find something you actually believe in and connect to. And, well, if you have to read a few books and try a few things, maybe. Excuse me. There's a difference between being independent and lonely. Maybe, sometimes when we're lonely, it's possibly because we felt uncomfortable giving ourselves to somebody else fully. That can make us lonely when we fear a connection with other people. I admit that, I'm the first one to avoid, people as much as possible. But I've got the universe, so, maybe try and look at finding something spiritual for yourself as well. No one deserves that. Sorry, we didn't need a card for that, did we? Right, okay. Val Townsend, can you see me in a bungalow and anytime soon, please? Can we see you in a bungalow anytime soon? Oh, you've got like an organisation that could be helping you with this bungalow. Okay, so I'm getting somebody staying true to their word. I'm getting quite trustworthy here. I'm getting the support and I'm getting the help. I don't know if this bungalow is yet to be kind of adapted and changed, in some way. And I see this all being carried out by this group. So I would say, yeah, trust. If you've had, if you've had confirmation or if you've had paperwork or made a telephone call and found out like you're going to be first to be considered in November, which could happen, then, trust it, believe it, see it. Kathleen Awate. Oh my gosh, thank you, BFP. Mum was so very special. We were very close as a family. She was 96 when she passed. We was really blessed to have her with us for so long. Oh, do you know what? Oh, amazing, isn't it? Amazing, really is. My grandma's 96. Oh, don't worry, you know. Don't worry, I'm going to have to go see her soon. But you know, at 96, you don't feel so bad, do you really? Because you think, well, you've lived your life. I mean, you've lived like probably 2 lives, you know. When you go back to the 30s and the 20s, you was lucky if you was going to make 50, you know, and now we're nearly at 100. You know, lots of us nearly at 100. Ronnie B, hi BFP. Has my husband or children in spirit got any messages for me, please? Oh, bless you. Any messages for Ronnie? I've got a lovely anniversary and birthdays coming up. You know, I'm getting like I don't know, you're probably going somewhere because I'm getting like a celebration here. But I think as well there's, you know, they keep showing me an anniversary of sorts. So like a special time to celebrate, and you will celebrate it. I feel like I don't know if you've got two friends that are kind of looking after you. You get together every so often, you know. I'm getting happiness there. I'm just getting happiness, you know. Like my cup's overflowing. That's what I want to say. My cup's overflowing. So something good and lovely is coming your way, and it'll make you feel so nice. Especially, do you know what? Right, I ain't got the tingle, but somebody's like stroking my hair. So I don't know if sometimes you'll. Oh look, they're doing it all over. Yeah, I can feel it. I've got the tingle now. I'm getting to you. It's very strong. So you might feel like your hair's moved a little bit. So that will be your husband, okay? That will be your husband. I don't know if he's tall because I'm sat down and he does feel like tall. But anyway, yeah. So I get that. Look at your cup. It's going to be overflowing. So yeah, lovely, lovely. Kathy Away Omi. I also see many things as well and always have, but the tunnel was the first for me. Thank you so, so much. Love you and your gift. Oh, bless you. EK, I see figures at the side of my yard too, but I only see and hear spirits full on now and again for some reason. Well, maybe because, you know, because they think you're busy or, you know, that it's not necessary all their time. You know, it's not necessary. You can have that ability. I mean, listen, right? I'll tell you the truth. Everybody's got it. Everybody has got it inside. Now, the more you use it, the greater it grows, okay? And that's all I can say, really. We're all born with it, but maybe my volume and some of us volumes, you know, turned up a bit loud. But it is within everybody. So, you know, we all have that thing, don't we? You know, knowing somebody, who it is before the phone rings, you know, thinking of somebody and then you get a text off them, you know, that kind of thing. That's because it's in all of us. It's in all of us. And it can be nurtured. Fear is the biggest obstacle. Okay, fear. Getting it wrong, saying this, speaking your mind, you know, just going for it, fear. And it's always what other people will think. It used to happen to me for about the first 20 years, on and off, you know, till I'd had a drink, then I'd say anything. But yeah, it's in all of us and it can be done. Coffee hour, mate. Thinking back at the tunnel and the moths was before my fall. I ended up with a broken neck and head injury. I will never be the same. I have memory loss now. Crazy. Thank you. Oh, bless you. But do you know what? Maybe it's just like in your head. Maybe it's give you like knock something, you know, put a connection in there, because people's psychic brains are actually different to other brains. Our cells are different as well. Every time I do a reading, okay, there's a tiny, 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 the smallest part of a cell will change. So over time, that kind of builds up. But, you know, if you've hit your head, quite a few people, you know, have accidents or nearly pass away or have a head injury, and quite a few, you know, come back with like a different kind of sight. Tina Wiener, thanks, darling. It's very depressing. My sister had an agreement with him and he's tricked her. I wondered if it was about the cards you did for me before. Yeah, I mean, that, do you know what I said, didn't I? I never forgot you, Tina, because I just felt so awful. I thought every time you come on my show, I'm telling you, you know, warning you that somebody is not doing or as they seem, you know, a lot of deception there, isn't they? Oh dear. Do you know what? Maybe your new place might be the tonic for you, you know? It might be. EK, you are spot on. I'm not surprised my mum not happy. My brother hasn't talked to me for 5 years. You always start coughing when my mum comes in. She had lung cancer. Yeah. Oh bless. Oh bless. Yeah, that does happen. I tell you now. I had somebody wanted a reading on Hillary Clinton, so I did it the other day. Oh my God, I was choking. And do you know what question I asked? Did she have anything to do with child trafficking? I was choking. I've never ever. I've had things and I feel things, but I could not breathe. And the minute I asked the cards, I said, "Should I stop reading?" And it gave me the sun saying, "Yes, you'll be a lot happier." And so I did. It was scary. It was scary. So yeah, I can. I felt somebody shoot me before. A bloke well, it was a guy who would pass, but his daughter was sat in front of me, and he was shot through the leg in the army and died of it. And before she, you know, when she sat down, I just felt the bullet go through my knee. I've always felt other people's health problems, but you know, yeah, it's extraordinary, isn't it? Then again, I could also just be dying of thirst. Lynn Griffiths, hey BFP, just wondered if my friend who passed last year has any messages to pass to us. Thank you so much for your time. You're welcome. Okay, let's have a look. So do we have a message from Lynn's friend, please? Oh my God, I'm on top of the world. I'm on top of the world. Those are the words that I want to say. I'm on top of the world. So maybe this person, you know, went through some, like, you know, bad illness, or, you know, died in a painful way, because now I'm on top of the world. There's a lot of success here. Also, as well, I see somebody going to travel or about traveling. I need to travel and I need to see parts of the world, you know. Maybe this is a person who like to travel. Maybe he's saying this to you, you know. I've got absolute, complete and utter faith. That's what I've got. Complete and utter faith. I can't tell you, like, it's so like I think it's a him. I keep saying he, don't I? But anyway, I'll say them. Yeah, you know, they're very, very high on life, high. That's all I can get. But in the most nicest way, okay? I'm not saying there was a drug addict or like that. They could have been just extremely positive, okay? So it's like, yeah, and they are in another world, okay? They are in another world. So it's just to let you know that they're fine. They've crossed over. That's another thing as well. They've truly crossed over. I don't know why, but I get also the name Lee around you. But I'm not sure if this is a female's name or a male's that would come to you as well. So just, you know, take that as well. Lee. Elaine Butterworth, thanks BFP. I'll try. Bless you. I forgot to ask if there were any messages from the universe. Any messages for Elaine from the universe, please? Dig your heels in and don't give up. Dig your heels in and don't give up. You've got the Hangman reversed. That would be sacrifice, okay? Don't give up, okay? And dig your heels in. Ronnie B. RBFP, thank you so much. Yes, I do feel them all near me. Bless you. Alison Harding, will I be successful in finding a job before the end of this month? Will she be successful? Well, I'm getting a man that likes you, so I think you'll get an interview, or if you've been for an interview, then it looks pretty positive because I'm seeing a male here that does like you, so that's good. Okay, if you don't get the job, what I would say is look at your application forms, how you're filling them in. It's always a good idea to cross-reference the job specification, mix it with your experience, and then like that, your experience, the job description, and then the specification, and write your answers, that'll get taken a blend. And you'll have to do it separately for every application that you have. But for some reason, I'm getting that you're quite a skilled worker. So I feel like employers will want you. So that's good. Alison Warren, someone thinks I've done something I haven't. It's really upset me. Can you pull a card on this, please? Oh, bless you. Card for Alison, please. How should she deal with this? Yeah. It's not you, it's them. They can't be trusted. I'm getting a male as well, but it could easily be a woman. I see someone taking revenge here, okay? Revenge. You can't trust them. You do something, you might step out of 10 or something, say something wrong, and they just go for it. So, I wouldn't trust this situation at all. I'd take no notice. In fact, if that person wants to believe it, then you've lost, you're never going to convince this person you haven't done it. They have to find out the hard way about this person who can't be trusted. And they will be exposed in the end, the sneaky. I'm going to say, try not to lose sleep over it. You might be hurt, but, sometimes these things come along in life, and certainly in friendships and relationships or family, and you just... you've been taken out of their path, okay? And this is how it comes about, if you're not going to do it voluntarily, you'll be forced out of the way. So the universe knows what it's doing. You'll just calm yourself down and just put it to the back of your mind. You know you haven't done it, so therefore you don't have to worry. Val Townsend, thank you, BFG. Alison Harding, does my mum in spirit have a message for me, please? Just let me have a sip of my lemon tea. Oh, I love lemon tea, now. Oh, it's real good. Okay. Alison, do we have a message from our mum, please? Yeah, she's saying someone's not telling the truth. Someone's not telling you the truth. Somebody's telling lies. And I'm getting it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. So maybe she feels something wasn't fair as well. But, I keep thinking, was it, maybe to do with your dad or something. I don't think she'd waste time on talking about things she's no longer in control of. So, yeah, I'm getting just be careful here. I just feel like there's some lies around you. they're not telling the truth. Don't expect these people to tell you the truth, because they don't, you know. Once they've told a lie, they're so far in, they can't ever come back from it as well. So yeah, for you, it's saying keep your integrity, you know, don't join in, do not join in, don't get involved, and just remain, you know, aloof, away and out of it all. But I think she thinks you've been treated unfairly, okay? So she knows about it. But I think she thinks that you've kept your integrity. Somebody's obviously not treated you so good, and she's aware of it. Serendipity. Hi, BFP. Any messages for me, please? Okay, let's have a look. Serendipity message. I think this concerns finances. I don't know if I would be, I'm not saying you are, but I feel like somebody could be struggling here financially, and maybe taking on more than they can afford. Or, you know, it's like going on a credit card, putting things on a credit card to live, you know, when it's one of the most expensive ways to live into, you know. So kind of, I'm getting somebody like that. Do we have a student around at all, you know? Because I just feel like you know, I'm not getting much security here. And I'm going to say as well the words, you can't bank on it. You cannot bank on it, you know. You can't bank on it. And that's nothing to do with actual banks. It's the phrase, you can't bank on it. So are you waiting for something, hoping it comes in for the right time, and it's saying you can't bank on it. Helen Dolan, I've been waiting for you. Hi, my Yorkshire mate. Found you live at last. Can I ask the cards if I will get my disability benefit back when it runs out in November, please? So that would be that god awful personal independence payment, okay? You should be emailing me because they're my forte, my expertise, okay? I did 15 years in that DWP. I know all there is to know. I wrote my mum's PIP, everybody else's PIP, and yeah, so I can certainly help you if it doesn't. You have to get it in early, okay? Make sure you get it in early. I know there's a set date, but you need to get it in early. Let's have a look. So will she get a disabilities, you know, benefits in? Because it's all about the way you word it, isn't it? It's terrible. They don't go on conditions, you know. An alcoholic can get it. And somebody with chronic disability like yourself, you know, if you don't put the right phrase, you can't either. Right, let's have a look. Will she get a disability benefit from November onwards? Will she keep it? Will she get an award? Right, so you know, you've got to make it absolutely clear to them that, you know, you can't hardly walk. Okay, I do remember, yeah, from the other day when I was saying in the comments section. So I'm getting unable to walk. Okay, so you're going to email me and I'll give you some right good pointers. Okay, I'm just as good as the Citizens Advice Bureau. Um, we need reports again. You need to be getting them reports now. You need to be in touch with your doctor. You need to tell them, you know, the salient points that you want from them. You need to remember about any appointments that you've had. And yeah, I mean, I'm getting unable to walk away, so you're still going to do it, okay? And the fact is, I've been through it where they've had they did it to my mum. You know, she's got Alzheimer's and she's got one lung, you know, terminal, and they refused it. They refused it. So I did an appeal for her. But yeah, they are awful. So yeah, you need to put everything in how it affects you, your limitations. You know, the actual physical challenges. You know, if you was going outside, you can even say, you know, depression, paranoia. You hate the way people look at you. You get really upset. you know, those kind of things as well. So get as much paper medical evidence as possible, and then, you know, if you feel okay about it and you're getting it checked over and you're satisfied, that's fine. If not, come to me. Lorraine Beck, sorry, lost so many. Are there any messages for me, please? I feel my hair touched now and again. Yeah, well, it's a nice sound, you know. It's just a nice little, not so scary way of, you know, doing it. But at the same time as well, you go, what you know, you're like, was that me? Was that me? Right, let's have a look then. Do we have any messages, please, for Lorraine? So I'm getting a phone call here. I'm getting a phone call. It's like going to spare me on. It's going to spare me on. It's like messages as well. Messages. I think you're waiting for. I think you are waiting for a message. I'm getting somebody shouting. You know, shouting yeah, shouting yeah. I think you know, what they're saying is you know, the universe and anybody you're thinking about, they can hear you. They can hear you. No matter how hard or not you don't shout. So I've got a young man here as well, a son. So he's either yours. I'm getting a son here. You know, it's like, why would I be feeling like he's always shouting out, you know, he's trying to shout out to you. So this boy must be in spirit. So I'm getting shouting out. So it's like they can hear you, and they are shouting out, but you know, you can't just hear just like that. Okay, so I'm getting a nice positive feel here. And as well, maybe you might get to take you know, travel for something, travel, and whilst you're traveling, it's an occasion. I feel it's an occasion. So it's not just getting on a train or a bus going to your dentist or in the car. It's got, while you're out and about, you need to get out and about. Don't know if there's you know, you need supporting somewhere when you're out, like a stick or anything, but you know, there's that as well. So you need to get out and about as well. EK is my brother that doesn't speak to me. Okay. Is EK's brother okay? Well, he's with her, innit? He's with her. Look at her, you know. Yeah, she's made it totally, you know, that he's isolated. He'll do anything for her. What, they are so weak, aren't they? Some men, they are so weak. But you know, to him, she's everything. She's everything. She's good looking. She's this. She's that. You know. She's she's not easy to live with, you know. But it is just for some reason he's bewitched by her. Okay, so yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's selfish. That's what he is. He's selfish. Lynn Griffiths. Yes, BFP. She did go through a terrible time. So glad she's happy now. Ah, bless. Lady of the Lake. Hi, BFP. Any messages from Spirit World for me, please? Thanks, beautiful. Okay, okay. Spirit World, please. Ooh, I've got a celebration, get together, you know. So I don't know if you and your couple of friends or, you know, there's some celebration coming up. Again, these cards always, the Three of Cups can be about anniversaries or, you know, an important date and getting together, you know, something that's been nicely planned, okay, is fun. So I've got a lot of celebration coming up for you, okay. I don't know if you're doing something for some, so like for your children as well. If there's something, you know, big coming up with them that involves getting together, I feel that as well. I mean, at the moment, I would say, you know, this is happy, happy, happy. So I would, you know, make the most of it. Make the most of every second of it and enjoy. Alison Harding, and thank you so much for the messages. You're welcome. Alison Warren, thank you so much, BFG. So reassuring. Lost bit sleep over this, so you're spot on. Ah, bless you. Debs, can I ask? My daughter has had some health problems recently. Will she get on top of them? Will the daughter, heal? Yes, okay. So I'm getting some trustworthy, excellent advice from some, what are they? Health professionals, okay? So maybe a clinic or a GP or a hospital, a referral. So I'm getting like, in this case, in your case, everybody seems to know what they're doing is correct, okay? So she could maybe look for support as well. Maybe, get information, see what can alleviate symptoms, what she needs to be doing to progress as well, and help herself get well, because at the end of the day, our minds are the biggest thing to heal, okay? So if the mind's not feeling quite right either, then the body isn't, okay? So I would be looking at that, maybe getting, does she need counselling? Does she need support? Does she need to talk? Does she, you look at, she has to reassess what she thinks she needs and try it, okay? But definitely following the advice of the medical profession as well. There is an organisation that does provide support, so maybe she could look at that. I mean, I was thinking somewhere along the lines, when people have got Crohn's disease, well, there's a Crohn's society, and people go and try and do marathons or, raise funds, and they get right involved with it. And I kind of hope that's where your daughter will head to as well, because by healing others, contributing and helping others, we actually are doing that for ourselves. Helen Dolan, I have sent all consultants letters and wheelchair services letters, and my doctors will do a report for me. Oh, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Helen, can you tell me, are you able to go swimming? I know I mentioned it. I just wanted to know. I didn't do it off my cards, you see. I just did it off me because I was thinking about pressure. At the same time, can you also let me know, do you feel better either once you've had a shower, maybe you can't get into the bath, maybe. But they have these chair things as well at swimming pool centres. So just let me know tonight how you feel about things like that. Okay, just trying to relieve the pressure. Obviously not swimming, but maybe you can try floating just to relax their body, and the body can move in so many different little areas, because when you've got a disability like that, what happens is the distribution of weight or pain, so if you've got like I don't know, it's an example, but if say you can't move your leg, it's going to affect your hips, it's going to affect your back, the way you sit, it affects all other parts of their body. So I was just wondering if that would be any good for you. Karen Engelbrecht, hello BFP. Is there some smoother paths ahead for me, please? Okay, is there smoother paths ahead for Do you know what? I think it's about time things started picking up. Okay, you've got their three of ones. See them ships in the background, right? We've been waiting for them to come in, haven't we? Okay, so I do see like one thing getting better, two things getting better, and before you know it, you do feel a hell of a lot better. I'm waiting for news as well, maybe to hear about something, but I wouldn't just keep waiting. I'd keep so like haranguing them. I'd keep chasing things up, not letting things slide, and that kind of thing. So I think, when you get those areas all working together, yes, and I do see, your path ahead is not as rocky or as turbulent as before. I think things have calmed right down for you, and let's hope that remains so. Helen Dolan, I have a full file of hospital letters copying and got 2 weeks to fill it in. My daughter is helping me. I can't concentrate. Oh, bless you. Oh, I know it's awful that they make. You know what, right? You know, your condition is never going to change practically. Okay, so why they can't do you a 10-year one? I just don't know. I just don't know. It's wrong. It's all wrong. And yet, all these people, I'm not being funny or anything, but you know, you get certain people, they come over here and they've got their own little groups where they teach you, you know, how to get this, how to get that, how to obtain this. I just think it's wrong, you know, when genuine, decent folk who need it, you know, just get such a hard time of it. Poppy, hi, have fallen out. Oh, I got it. Poppy, have fallen out with my sister-in-law and brother. Should I walk away and break all contact? That's a tough one, Poppy. I feel for you. I feel for you. Similar situation for me a few years ago. But do you know what I did? I let it go. I just let it go. Carried on as normal. Right, okay. It's always been in my mind though, you know. But you know, I let it go. You don't want to fall out with your brother and lose contact. You just need to handle them differently in the future. Should Poppy walk away, or can this be fixed? It's not you that's the problem. Okay, we know that it's not you. It is them. But when you're dealing with them, okay, you can't turn around and say that if you want to maintain a relationship, because their egos are through the bloody roof, you know. And they probably got something like a personality disorder as well, and that's why they can't see that they're in the wrong, you know. So I would say it's up to you. I do feel you've had enough, but just remember, you know, I would try and smooth things over, and in your head, smile silently and say, "It's them. They're the lunatics, not me. But I'm being the big person," you know, that kind of thing. I don't think you really want to not speak to your brother ever again. I think, yeah. But, you know, and unfortunately, these men, they're just ruled by the women, aren't they? I mean, honest to God, you know, honest to God, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so that's what I say. Just say it in your head. They're the ones with the problem. They're the assholes. And you're going to have to kill them with kindness. You know, even if you have to apologise, at least you'll know in your heart and soul what you're doing. What you're doing by apologising or smoothing the way is actually saving the relationship, you know, kind of saving it, saving your brother even, because I'm sure there'll be a time when he thinks he needs you. But you're doing all the correct things. You're the grown up here. You're not the immature one, you know. You're not the loose cannon. You know what? She wants you not to fall out, so don't let it. Don't let her have her own way. Do not let her have her own way. Do all you can to salvage this, and never make the mistake of, you know, hair crossing you again. You'll always be mindful and always be ready and always see her coming. EK, spot on again. My brother staying with his wife. He is selfish. Just a thought. Thanks for your time. Have a great week ahead. I will, darling. Thank you. Helen Dolan. Yes, it is Pip. I was on DLA for 15 years. Then Pip changes over. Got it after a face-to-face for 5 years now. Time again. Oh, well, 5 years is good. I know with my mum's it was like 3, you know, it's stupid. I mean, she's not going to, you know, recover from Alzheimer's, but it's mainly the COPD, you know, she's on her last legs. Lady of the Lake, my granddaughter is coming to stay at half term. Thanks for the messages. Oh, lovely. I can do Aqua Med. Oh, you'll have to tell me what Aqua Med is. Debs, thanks BFP, you're welcome. Helen Dolan, haven't been for yes. Yes in the water is great. Oh, come on then, you know, come on, get yourself going, Get yourself going there. Twice a week. Honestly, you won't know how much you feel better. We don't have to tell the pip. I'm going to ask my daughter to take me. Oh yeah, come on. You've got to remember how free it feels, in the water. How good, even the smell of the chlorine, the actual getting out, getting out to go to the baths and everything. Even how hungry you feel afterwards, don't you? You always feel famished. Could get a nice piece of cake and a nice sandwich. I'm going to ask my daughter to take me, yes. I love abroad in the heat. It's lovely for my spine. Oh, yes, more holidays then, Helen. More holidays. Alison Worry. Myself and Hubs suffer from major health issues and don't get out much, but we've set plans in motion to try and get out a bit more. How do you see our health and this going? Thank you. I know this. If you commit to something, it usually has a reward. Let's have a look. How if Will Alison and her husband, if they make that effort to get out and about a bit more, will it do them the world of good? Absolutely. But guess what? Is it you that won't do it? Do you so like make excuses and things? About doing things and not going, because this is what I see. I just see like a woman here who's feeling blocked as well. It's like, it's the idea of doing something is great, but I feel for you. The idea is great, but then actually doing something, it seems quite difficult, a difficult task to do. I feel like we're blocked in our brain with our pattern of thinking here. So I think the success of this depends on you, okay, to get past those blocks, to get out that door, to follow through on something as well. There is a block. I don't know what it is, but you just don't feel that comfortable. You may think everything's a good idea, but then you can't do it for some reason. You can. It's just that you haven't had to in a while, so you've not got that kind of force and discipline into you. But I'm sure, after the first few times, I think you get to like it. Even if it's just a gentle stroll, or even short visits, short trips out. We don't have to run a marathon at all. We don't have to do that. So yeah, just pay attention to how you actually feel about it, because I think your husband will go along with you, and do what you want. So it lies within you. Karen Engelbert, thank you. Business is improving. Also, waiting for results of medical tests. So you are spot on. Thank you. Lorraine Beck, thank you for the message. Please, can you tell me to health problems for me and my partner if we should go abroad for Christmas, or do you advise not to? Thanks. Oh, I love going away for Christmas. I absolutely love it. It all went and got screwed up by COVID. Oh, we was on a nice, what was it, a cruise to wait. If you're in the UK, oh, all inclusive, don't have to pay a penny more once you're on the ship, and it was absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look then, okay? So, regardless of health problems, is it a good idea for Lorraine and her husband to go abroad for Christmas? You kind of feel like hold off on booking anything, because I'm just getting like delays. You won't be thinking really about this until you've got some news coming and it's delayed. But then I think it's all systems go. Once you know what you're dealing with, then you can sort of like plan and prepare for it, can't you? I just feel at the moment we're not sure where we stand regarding this, okay? Uh, you know, um, just delay things just for a while. This doesn't have to be anything extraordinary bad, or nasty coming along. It's not like that at all. It's just that I think some news will change things slightly. And it doesn't have to be a nightmare way, but it may be that, you know, you've got either appointments or a medication issues, you know, and stuff like that. Because as you know, when you go abroad, you know, you have to have a month's supply, don't you, and all stuff like that. So, you know, just hold off and wait. We've got another session in a fortnight's time, so we can always look at that again for you. But right now, it just says hold off, and you'll probably have the answer within the next 2 weeks. Alison Warren, oh my God, I can't believe you said that, BFP. It is just me. I can't get out front door. Everything just feels too much, but I'm determined to try. You're so right about my hubs too. Ah, bless. Oh, bless. Okay, so that's my last reading. You know, it is hard, Alison, but, you know, a little bit and often, okay? Really, you have to be firm with yourself, you know, because can you imagine, right, where if we was all you know, in our own prisons, which is our homes. But can you imagine if we was in a filthy squat with rats around us, right? Even the rubbish tip would look like a great day out, wouldn't it? And I want you to try and put that into some context with you as well. There's a beautiful world out there. Once you're in it, you know, it does feel good. But I've been much the same like you, Alison, as well. But we have to try. We have to try. Tina Wiener, good night, everyone. Love and best wishes to you all, and thanks, BFP. You must be knackered. God bless. I am. Anyway, I've loved it again. I've loved it, and I'll be back in a fortnight, and I'll have more videos coming up tomorrow. Okay, my love to you all. Thank you, and good night.